Hello, hello. How are we doing this evening? If my controller would like to connect, that would be awesome. There we go. Okay. So we're picking up tonight in Majora's Mask with redoing Cafe Quest, except not actually giving a shit about if Cafe gets his mask back or not. I just need the Keaton mask, and then I need the Postman's hat, and that's why we're doing this now. Nominally, I would have had this done last time, except I goofed and I didn't deliver the pendant, which screwed up the whole thing. So I got on about 30 minutes early, and I'm currently just waiting for Cafe to get back into the hideout here so he can give me the pendant, which I will deliver this time completely. Yeah, no, take your time. Sir, do you want to... Hello? Gonna try and get through this pretty quick. This cutscene, that is. Now that it's our, what, third time seeing this? I might even lower the game audio a little further here. I'm kind of keeping an eye on it in OBS. There. Let me know how that is. Relative to my voice and all that. Last time I was getting drowned out a little. It's a secret to everyone. Oh, hi Windows taskbar. That's also awesome. Well, I guess that fairy's not getting saved. That's life, kid. Still looks like it's a little high in OBS, so once again I'm gonna... Sure, why not? Right there. Okay. I'm done monkeying with the sound for a while until someone yells at me to do otherwise. Okay, so this is what we need. We need her to stay in town on day 3, which is what I screwed up. Now we're going to skip ahead to day 3. Go to around noon on day 3. Yeah, I really love the looping sounds. That's good. There we go. Alright, so if this door is locked, I don't know what's up. Just a second. Just 1 second. Zelda Dungeon and me, we're gonna have words real quick. You just wait right here real quick. Daddy's got business to take care of. Optional event. Yeah, I don't need that. Optional event. Curiosity shop. Day 3, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Location laundry pool. Go back to Cafe's hideout at the laundry pool. Yeah. Let's just wait till 1 p.m. here. Maybe the wiki is wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Ah, would you believe it? The wiki was wrong. Hey man, nice kicks. Damn, look at those. Those plaid pants too. Man, styling. Hooray. Now you can use this Keaton mask to summon. Yes, we need that. Yeah, we done all that. We need that letter to give to the postman to get his hat, because he's having an existential crisis, which I think we can all relate to. See, there he is. He's trying to jog it off at the moment. We'll catch up with the postman later. So I think we're good. But anyway, yeah, the Keaton mask, as I was explaining. I'll demonstrate it real quick. So if you have the Keaton mask on and you spin attack one of these dancing grass patches, oh, there we go. The Keaton appears. Hee-ho! Hello, child. If you are attempting to fool me, it is impossible, so it's mocking us for wearing a mask. You recognize our own by the sheen of our tails. Well, how nice for you, dude. I don't have a tail. Pick one of these 3 choices. Who is the leader of the Bombers gang? Gorman, Vissen, or Jim? So, yeah, that's the gimmick with Keaton here. There's something like 4 or so dancing grass patches. I'm certain there's more than that, but 4 is the number I'm willing to put money down on. Where you can summon Keaton in this way, and if you guess the questions right, or actually research and through trial and error get all the answers right, Keaton will give you a heart piece every time. Tortoise. Oh. So Mikau is the name of the guy who is currently our Zora mask, in case anyone's forgotten. Hee-ho. Yeah, so that's Keaton's gimmick. So we're gonna go to night. of the final day here. We're gonna talk to my homie. That's commitment. It's the highest priority. Well, here you go. Put this on your schedule. This is a priority mail seal, the highest of priorities. I shall deliver it. Now, we could wait for him to do his thing as painfully slow as that would be. But I got more in my mind. Yeah, me too. I am that guy. That's like me every night, dude. Did I not give him the delivery? We'll find out. He got up and he was moving. Like, you can't lie to me. That was... I saw that with my eyeballs. That was a thing that happened. Since you're here, Jill, how's my voice sound to Link's screeches? Like, am I getting drowned out by... Or what? Like... You gotta let me know about these things. Okay, good. Didn't mean to tease you there, I was just trying to come up with anything at all that I could keep saying. Alright, we need the Moo Moo mask to get into the bar even though the world is ending. You're very strict. Please, come in. Well, anyway. Here's mail. Dude, I don't see you wearing one. Can I, like... We finally got the cream. We got Mama's cream. This is really all she can give us. Yeah, here comes the postman. Now I don't have the mail, so we're gonna see if the game's bugged or not. Maybe. Oh, he's going to drink. I hear that's common for members of the Post these days. US Post, anyway. Dig his backpack. I'd kill for a backpack like that. Little bunny on it. That's a cute backpack. I have a delivery for you. Oh my, it can't be. Tomorrow's delivery is still scheduled. Yeah. Dude, if the world ends like the moon crashes for us, I'm just smoking up when it happens. Like, you can't stop me. Judge all you wish. Just cut my man down as he comes out. Feeling some heart pain over there, my man? You got the weirdest fucking shoe sounds, my man. Oh, the world is ending and you're still like, nope, can't let this child out. Can't let this child out while the moon is crashing down. Nope, gotta do my job. Just wait a moment. You'd best leave town immediately. What? Then what was the holdup? Oh. Children's game. E for everyone. Anyway, what's up? That's post mistress. A dignified hat. Look at him go. He's free! He's so happy. Free at last. Can we put that on, like, every mailbox? That too. You're doing a great job, ka-ching. Nice work, ka-ching. Alright, well now we have all our bottles. We're missing light arrows and all knight's mask and giant's mask. And then that's it. And... oh, great fairy sword. Right. Yeah, we're just about done with the game. And I'm content with one full row plus 3 hearts. So let's... well, here, let's do one thing real quick. I like how he's just wearing the postman's hat on top of his hat. Now, Ryan, what could you possibly need from Milk Road? You already got the cream. What's up with that? Oh, that's another dancing patch of grass that we could summon Keaton at if I wanted to. Depression is what I got. Red Dead Depression. Oh, and I guess Epona is no longer trapped in her cage. Oh, well, never mind. Hold on. Never mind. There was a little depressing... I almost hesitate to call it an Easter egg. There was a depressing little conversation or text box you can get where the older sister basically says she drugged the younger so that she wouldn't feel the moon crash. You think I can do Stone Tower in 5 minutes? Bet I could throw a football clear over them mountains. You don't think so? Rip to all my money. We got the bank reward that, well, actually we didn't. The bank reward that we got for depositing 1,000 rupees at the bank was 5 rupees. Oh man, I don't got the cream no more. That's alright. So I have not done the Ascent yet. I promised we would do that this time. Because the Ascent of Stone Tower is part of the dungeon. Oh yeah, here, we can talk to these Gibdo now that we have the Gibdo mask. And get a little bit of better insight into their desire for the man. Bring them! Bring them! Damn, look at that motherfucker. He turns on a dime. Okay, what will I need for the Ascent? Hookshot. Just stick with normal bow. Yeah, it's fine. Most iconic dungeon. Yeah, I guess we'll just do these in order. Wait. How's it go? Right, left, right, down, right, up, left. Get used to hearing that. We're going to be hearing that a lot. Only for like the next 15 or so minutes, but still. Hello, Scarecrow. How are you doing? Okay. Oh yeah, and the husks look like their original forms. So, I mean, aside from the green loincloth here, the Goron husk looks a lot like the actual ghost of Darmani. And we'll see the same with Zora. Interestingly, the Deku husk is basically useless. It's too light to weigh down any sort of switch. Yeah, see, so he looks like Mikau. He's even got the guitar. I'm just kind of scoping out the level here. Don't mind me. I just love, like, the 3 dead guys standing in the slumped position and the Scarecrow just having the time of his life over there. That's awesome. Live your truth. Okay, well, I guess let's see what these switches are about. Awesome. crushed by a boulder, shot by a laser. Where's the other one? That one there. Keys thinks he's being smart. Oh, he might actually get me, though. Awesome. Yeah, so, if you didn't know, fire just instantly eradicates Zora, so we're gonna have to do this again. I was really hoping my Fin attack was gonna cut it, but... is what it is. Yes, yes. That hookshot sounded real crunchy. Did I miss one? What? What do you mean? Well, first off, let's be cheeky. Let's see if we can just get across. Awesome. Yeah, that one's pressed. I am currently emulating formerly the weakest. Or formerly the weakest, sorry about that. Yeah, no bother at all. Yeah, the emulator in question is Ship of Harkinian 2. It does require that you have an original copy, though. Either dumped from like a Wii, like a Nintendo eShop like version, or original, like N64. Ah, man, have a Merry Christmas to you too. Okay, so like, why? Because that's pressed. What? I'm missing something here. I'm just gonna void out. Just gonna reset the room. Yeah, Forley, I don't got any experience with emulating the Switch version at all. Or not emulating the Switch version, capturing the Switch version. He's gonna do this every time, isn't he? There we go, that's what should have happened last time, but for some reason didn't, unless I'm just stupid. Get one down on this one. I'm actually gonna lay Zora down on this one. Wrong button. Just so I don't get got by that flaming keys again. Almost got crushed. Nearly hook-shotted right into the way of the boulder. Yeah, hookshot sounds crunchy sometimes. Doesn't bother me too much, but definitely sounds a little funky. It's not disorienting at all that, like, you watch two sets of blocks move while you're doing this. And that, like, the background of this whole environment looks... There we go. Actually, no room to stand. Alright, almost at the top. And we never have to do this climb again because there is an owl statue right up here. Right here, actually. And the gimmick that they want you to do... what am I doing? Jesus. The gimmick that they want you to do here is the same as the other two block puzzles that we did on the way up. They want you to arrange all three so that you can hop across, but one of these, this one, you can just ride across. Get the owl statue so I don't forget. And then we just move Link's husk onto the block here. And we skip the puzzle. Camera gets a little confused about where we're supposed to be, though. Okay. So it's the morning of the first day. We have virtually all 3 days to do Stone Tower here. Extreme prejudice. And the main gimmick of this dungeon for... what in the hell? I kind of like... the main gimmick of this dungeon is light. Plus, well, there's another central gimmick to this dungeon, but we'll get there. I saw a weird... I'm not going to try and figure it out. But there's a glitch that you can do to make that block detect that you've hit it with light when you actually have, and get through it early. No, I'm actually gonna keep Bunny Hood off for most of this dungeon. I want my 3 equip slots. Well, so the other gimmick of this dungeon's been given away. There's a treasure chest on the ceiling, and last I checked, Link was not a vampire. Only Goron can press this big switch, only he is heavy enough. And then... yeah. You kind of hide these smaller movable boxes behind those larger destructible ones. Kinda cheap. Let me just drop that there. Now the gate is open. So this is the room that teaches you that the Deku shell, if you haven't learned on the way up, is completely useless. You have to use wooden boxes instead of the Deku shell. That's not fair. The cutscene saved you. Locked door. Go down here. There's a ferry down here too somewhere, I know that. That will actually be handy in this place. All right. So what am I looking for in here? Like a hook-shotable target? I will concede that if you're doing all of the straight fairy quests, this dungeon can be rough. I don't think this floor is destructible. We'll see. Because these fairies are pretty deviously hidden. So my fond memories of this dungeon are due in part to the fact that I had access to the internet and strategy guides when I got here. Sure. Maybe I have to kill all these guys. I'll get my small key. Yeah, of course. Yeah, spawn the wood chest in a pool of lava. That's... Viddy game. full up on arrows and bombs. Okay. This room. There is a bit of cheese you can do in this room. With a very well-timed Zora jump. Yep. Gamer. So that jump is normally supposed to be impossible. It's very, very tight on the N64 versions of the game, but this ledge was raised in the 3D remake, and you cannot do that. Another way you can get up here early is if this hand randomly just kind of throws you up here, but it is random. Can I get over this with Goron Bomb Jump? We'll find out. I don't think so. I think this is too high. Maybe. Nah, I think that's too high. That's okay. So, I would say the number one reason why I like Stone Tower as much as I do, outside of the primary gimmick and the kick-ass music, the primary gimmick being that it's a dungeon you go through twice, once right side up, once upside down. I also love that it's kind of the penultimate test of your knowledge of the different transformation masks. You have to use all of them here. Which, I mean, you damn well should, but still. Nice. 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 And the moon also does serve as a test of the masks if you choose to go for the Fierce Deity's mask. But you don't have to actually explore the moon or do the moon's mini dungeons. There you go. So we have a key early. We could use it on this door. So we're not supposed to be in this room yet. This isn't much of a sequence break, mind you, and we will have to backtrack for the key that we did actually miss by doing this, but it's just fun to sequence break. The fucking texture of the mirror shield, man. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in my shield. I'm pretty sure. Oh god, right. The gore wrongs, as I call them. That's a Negeron. Don't get too close to it. It smells like gunpowder. So yeah, they roll and they explode. Get out of here. So you charge up these mirrors, as you might have guessed. You kind of transport the light through an otherwise lightless room. Although this room is really dark. Like, there's an effect on a room in Woodfall Temple that, like, makes it kind of unnaturally dark. God, I hate these things. They're so just gross. Was I saying? Oh yeah, the room in Woodfall that's kind of supernaturally dark. They could have easily done that here, and I think it would have made the room a little bit more interesting. This room sucks so much. So what does that do? Yeah. That's timed, so we gotta go. Got it. Just void out his Deku to shortcut back here. Now that chest that we just lowered the fire around, that chest is a stray fairy. I am impressed that we got that switch in one go, though. I wasn't expecting that. Shit. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I hate this room, if only because of these stupid updrafts that you have to mess with. Alright, please stone. Okay. We made it. Hooray! Jumps right off into the lava. Only our third. So, we are at the mini-boss, well, first of two mini-bosses of this dungeon. We're both kind of flipping. Okay, well. Dies to Garo King. So the mask that we got from the Guffaw brothers is supposed to look like him, but it doesn't. It looks like the normal Garo. Although we haven't fought any normal Garo this playthrough because they're completely optional. This guy's the only required one. Light arrows are unbelievably strong. They one-shot most things. They also cost a lot of magic, as you might expect. When in doubt, shoot with gun. Or hook shot. I just want all this money. And it's not like we're short for time. We are done most of the side quests at this point. I mean, sure, I'll take another fairy, why not? In my many, many bottles. Yeah, that's the only one. I'll move closer. Of course, now I can't see it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I love the music in this dungeon, man. It's so killer. It's an Igor. Simply attacking it is no good. Okay. Now, the mirror shield is kind of undone by the light arrows here. Because the whole gimmick of the mirror shield is to transport light, right? Well, if you have light in your pocket, like, what's... You don't need the mirror shield. I got light gun. Visions of things to come. But yeah, you can see how quickly that eats through my magic. So, as potent as it is to be used sparingly. At least more sparingly than the other magic arrows. Compass, I believe. There's not much of anything down. Wow, they really load you up on fairies in this place, man. That's... oh well. Very generous of them, though. I hate everything. Except this ladder. This zigzag-looking ladder is pretty cool. So check it. Now that we have the light arrows, we get to see the beauty of this dungeon. No, not you. Well, I had 1 in 3 chances of getting it right, so my odds weren't great. There. Dude, go away! Okay, so we hold that block out, and there's this jewel on the front of Stone Tower Temple. And I'm not certain what's really supposed to give this away or why this jewel is supposed to stick in your mind, considering it's partially obscured by these stone blocks on your way in. But you are supposed to remember that this is here, and you come out and shoot it with a light arrow. I'm certain there's a visual cue somewhere, because otherwise it's way too obtuse. But yeah, we've flipped the entire world upside down. And now a new rendition of the dungeon theme is playing. Alright, welcome to the dungeon, he says, tongue-in-cheek. So indeed, the entire dungeon has been flipped on its head, and many of the enemies are now replaced, and rooms that had pools of water above or below an open sky are now dead drops. Where exactly? Maybe I can't see it from down here. There's a chest up there. Oh, you're back. Get out of here. So that's where we need to go, is where those two bubbles are, the flying skulls. It's a little ways off, though. But it's cool that this dungeon has rooms that pass through other rooms, if you ask me. Oh, no. Hold up a moment. Ugh. We're gonna have to come back in the red side up dungeon, that's okay. We can do that after we kill Twin Mold. Get the final fairy. I'm the only one who gets to wear masks. Me! Okay, let me just get my bearings here. God, these controls are so... Oh! Oh, God! No! It is... It's neither tank controls, nor is it, like, normal controls. It is something far worse. Like... The camera's not even behaving now. Like, look at this. I'm not touching anything. Like, well, except the control stick. Okay, we made it. Lucky you, gentle viewers. You are in good hands. Oh! Come on, get over the hump. Get over the hump. What is your problem? What is wrong with you? Okay. And what does this do? Well, well, well. So we could go out here, but, it's death. Designed to lure you with a little breadcrumb trail of goodies. How about I just get up here? How about that? Star Fox polygon looking ass. Okay, where are we at now? Well, something tells me this is not a good room to be made out of wood in. I'm just getting that feeling. I don't know about y'all. Oh, right. Red jewel. Red jewel in the room. So this room moves independently of the rest of the dungeon for some strange reason. I don't believe there's a real reason to fall down in the middle there, outside of feeling like an idiot. They're kind enough to provide us with some ammunition chews. So this block is isolated in its little square over here. You cannot move these blocks over tiny little lips that Link can just step over. So that's the puzzle, right? Basic block pushing puzzle, and this appears to be the receptacle for it, right? So, straightforward. Let's get to it. Now watch how this chew falls. This is always cool. Like, it's such a weird falling animation. Get off of there, you silly goose. I am unfortunately out of my coffee, but I do have tea tonight. And I was, what do you call it? Proactive. I had a cup of coffee earlier, before stream, so that I would have, plenty of energy. We have already been live for an hour, though. That's kind of crazy to think about. Doesn't feel like that. And we can just hop on top of this block to get the boost we need. You cheeky little... Wow, would you believe it? It's Wizrobe, everybody! We missed Wizrobe. He's great. Really? They don't even bother giving him boss music anymore. They're like, they know what he is. Get out of here. Oh, right. I know where this room is. This was the... It's the room of 10,000 tortures. It's... Oh my god. Get me out of here. Krusty wants out. Oh yeah, I'm just posing here because I hate you. You're going to the... Oh. Shadow Realm, Jimbo. You know what? You're my prisoner for all eternity. Eat shit. Loser. You ever want to put the wrathful spirits of the dead in a tiny jar? Let's see what this is first. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, if it means I never have to deal with you again, sure. You know what? Let's be smart about this. Instead of flying into an obvious trap, let's clear the way. There we go. So there's another Igor up there, and that one is guarding the Giant's Mask. The Giant's Mask is one of my very favorites, if only because it makes the boss of this dungeon just an absolute exercise in catharsis. Now, Twin Mold is a good fight in its own right, and I do recommend trying to fight Twin Mold in earnest with bow and arrow, but Giant's Mask is just, like I said, it's so damn cathartic. Especially if you have the cream like I was talking about earlier. It gives you infinite magic. Because the trade-off of the Giant's Mask is it makes you giant and maximizes your attack power in exchange for constant mana consumption. You ready to fight literal death? He's looking a little goofy, but so you kind of have to shoot this guy twice. Once to get the bats off of him. Thank God for double defense. Because he does a lot of damage. You asshole. Some MP would be nice. If you have any. I don't even know what he's doing over there. Oh, he's giving me magic. How about that? I appreciate that, my man. There we go. Got it. And I'm going to take a little bite of dinner that's been sitting here for about an hour now. I forget what that guy's name actually is. I should have scanned him with Paddle. It's something like Grezzo or Gresno or something. Something stupid. Alright, so we got the boss key. We are ready to go fight Twin Mold. For the most part. But I do want that Giant's Mask. Well, I've been jinxed. So I cannot draw my sword for something like a minute. Let me check the dungeon map here. Oh god, there's so many treasure chests. Okay. Dude, what are you lasering up there? I think you heard me. Is there no end to you weirdos? Okay. Poe is still pissed off somewhere. Death Armos is what they're called. What are you? Alright. Take it. So what becomes useful for navigating this dungeon when it's in its flipped state is, if you notice, there's only 2 doors marked on the map. The fact that there are multiple doors in this room, but only 2 marked on the map, tells us that only 2 are accessible in the current state of the dungeon. Oh, I can't. Huh. They do not want you going up there. Okay. Let's reorient ourselves a little. Might be best if I soar back to the entrance. Let's do that. Excuse me while I stuff my gullet. Alright, we spawned it on the ceiling up there. Wait a second, that's right. That's the gimmick. That's the trick. Check this out. That's how we get up there. That's thinking with portals. Oh, sick. I love when that happens. And speedrunners do too. There she is, the Giant's Mask. Within this mask lies the might of a giant, but can you use its power anywhere? So yeah, unfortunately the Giant's Mask can only be used in one specific room, and that room is Twin Mold's. What do you do? Right. We could fight Twin Mold now. I don't see much of a problem with that. I have the arrows, I have full magic. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just fight Twin Mold now. I don't need the cream. I don't need cream to know how to rock. As I blow myself up. So Twin Mold's boss room is the same room in which we fought the Garrow King. Weird, because now there's this flesh orifice on the ceiling as opposed to an open night sky, but... Into the flesh orifice we go. People hate on Twin Mold, and I don't really know why. I like Twin Mold. I like all the ways you can fight Twin Mold. Yes, Zora Mask. Well... Just gotta take care of some housekeeping real quick. There we go. Sorry about that little interruption. So unfortunately, this does eat through my magic pretty quick, but I do have the Gilded Sword, which helps us out quite a bit. And you really just want to stay on top of one of the Twin Molds until they're dead. And of course, we don't have access to Great Spin. There we go. One Twin Mold down. We might actually be able to do both before I run out of magic. If you do want to do Giant's Mask in this fight, like I said, I recommend getting Chateau Romani for the infinite magic, then you don't really have to worry about it. If I can't deal with Twin Mold 2 before I run out of magic, it's not a big deal, like I said. You can shoot him with arrows. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. There we go. Slash to the face. Now, we're not done with Stone Tower. I do need to flip the dungeon back to normal, so I can get the rest of the Stray Fairies. So for those who are technically minded, you may wonder how they pull off something like Giant's Mask in this game. And what actually happens is, it's not that Link actually gets giant, it's that there's a transition scene that occurs when you use Giant's Mask in this arena that teleports Link to another smaller scale arena where you fight a smaller Twin Mold. And smaller Twin Mold and larger Twin Mold share the same health pool. This is the last of our 4 giants freed. We have indeed helped all of you. Call us, that's what they're saying. So if y'all remember, at the very beginning of the game, when we blew our snot bubble on Skull Kid to get our flute dude back, he was like, go ahead and call them, see if they can stop it. And at the time, you're not supposed to know who them is. We have long since figured out it's the Giants. But now we know what to do. Confront Skull Kid on the top of the clock tower once again, and now that all Giants are free, we can call them to stop the moon. What friend could they possibly be referring to? Who knows? What? Oh, it's the purification of the canyon, okay. I was like, I don't remember the fucking singularity happening. Between you and me, it doesn't look like much has changed. I guess the dead can rest easy, but it's still a lifeless arid canyon. Oh. It saved the state of the temple. No. There we go, that's the one. New. Hi, honey, I'm home. So this should be a pretty quick cleanup. We are mostly done here. I missed that one when we walked in here, and I'm kind of feeling stupid about that. It's okay. More magic is always good by me. Yeah, sure, blow me up, dude, I don't care. 8th Stray Fairy. 9th Stray Fairy. Okie dokie, now I need to figure out where the chests are in here. There's one. Am I missing something? No. That switch is pressed. Okay. That's a non-permanent switch. Oh, there's an eye switch here I need to get. That's... It's 2 eye switches that I just didn't pay attention to. Not thinking about eye switches today. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that hurts. Fine. Fine. At least that's early in the dungeon, you know. One of these is also... Do you mind? There we go. God, they're so freaky. There's still a chest in here, too. Oh. One. Okay. Deku Link shrieks in horror. Screeks. Can we add that to the dictionary? Screeks? Can you use it in a sentence? They really just barely give you enough clearance to get through that. Yeah, so there's the boss door, right? And yeah. Really cool dungeon. Really, really cool dungeon. Ow, my knees. Almost done. And then after this, we need to get the all-night mask, and then we're good. Oh, right. That chest over there. Hopefully this is the last time I'm playing this godforsaken song. There we go. And then we go through here. Shoot that. There is supposed to be a chest there. Compass, or yeah, the compass is identifying it too. See, I got those trick dolphin dives first try, and now I'm gonna. Oh no, never mind. There we go. I think I can just throw a bomb over. Oh yeah, I can. I can't just throw a bomb right over. You don't even need to throw. You don't need to shoot that block with a light arrow. There we go. I'm getting good at that, man. Give me the damn... Thank you. Alright. We'll flip the dungeon once more, get that very last fairy, and that very last chest. We'll get our reward, which is a great sword, and then we'll go into wrapping up. Clarification, wrapping up Majora's Mask, that is. Dude, you do this all the time. What time is it now? It's only 9? I imagine we have about like an hour left to go in Majora's Mask. But I might just call it early if we finish Majora's Mask early. Or I might just find something else to stream until I get tired. Oh yeah, this is the first time we're re-entering a dungeon after having killed the boss. So, the ghost of the boss speaks to you and activates these little plinths in the entrance of the dungeon. Should you wish, you can always challenge the boss again. Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Where's that? Where's that chest? Oh, there it is. Alright, last one. That's it. We're done. Let's get out of here. Alright. And we soar back to Iconic Canyon. And there's this one little kind of podunk building that's out of the way. And that's actually great. It's off on the right-hand side of the screen there. That's the Great Fairies Fountain. Doesn't look it from the outside, but it is. What's up? Give me my sword. My big, purple, rosy sword. She looks probably the creepiest out of all of them, and it's just because of the yellow eyeshadow. You got the Great Fairy Sword. Set it to C to use it. With black roses etched into it, the Great Fairy Sword is the most powerful of all blades. So yeah, it's basically the equivalent of the Big Goron sword from Ocarina. I forget. When do you buy the All-Night Mask? You get it from the Curiosity Shop. I think you have to save Grandma. Let me, just check something real quick. All-Night Mask, All-Night Mask. Here we go. The All-Night Mask can be bought from the Curiosity Shop. Link must prevent the bomb bag theft on the night of the first cycle. He will sell the All-Night Mask on the final night from 10 PM for 500. Okay. So we need to reset time. Stop Sakon from attacking Grandma. And then we're good. Save and reset. I can't believe we're almost done with Majora's, man. Let's see, how many nights has this taken us so far? This is, what, the 5th night? We did last Saturday, Sunday, then Friday, Saturday, and then this... Yeah, and then today. So 5 days. Alright, so the theft goes down... Damn, that's satisfying. Look at that, full inventory. At midnight, right? Let's go to 11:30 just to cover our bases. I think it's midnight, but I really don't want to screw shit up. And while we're waiting for Grandma to get mugged, I'm gonna have a little sippy and a little bit to eat. So hopefully this adventure has been fun for those of you who've joined me on it, either partly or for the full thing. Hopefully this has been an enjoyable ride. I love this game, man. This is a favorite. It's not one I'd want to play all the time. Like, I wouldn't want it to wear out its welcome, feel less special, if that makes sense. Here's Grandma. But to come back to this game like once every 2 to 3 years, it's really good. Playing it, anyway. I definitely engage with this game on some degree. Like once or twice a year. Whether that be through like just listening to the soundtrack or watching videos about it. Alright, here we go. This really is just so fucking weird without like any sort of other noise, like no music. I may have mentioned it, but you want to hit him with like Zora fins or Goron punch or sword attack. You don't want to shoot him with a bow because then he explodes. And I mean he like explodes. He's gone. Like Link straight up murders him. It's kind of awesome. Okay, then third day, 10 p.m. Now, in order to use the all-night mask, I would have to reset time one final time, and I'm not interested in doing that. That only gets us a piece of heart, and look how much health we have. I'm good. Ooh, wait, I need money. Bank. First time I'll be withdrawing money. We'll take 500. This time of day, there's a service charge on withdrawals. Go fuck yourself. I don't serve masqueraders, he says, with a mask on the counter. For use at bedtime. Check the bargain. 500 rupees, I'll buy it. So it's just a mask that gives you insomnia. Alright, but now that we actually do have a complete inventory, take a look at that. Oh, what's this space here, you wonder? Well, wonder some more. We can now restore flow of time to normal. Alright, buckle up, folks. This is it. Now, if I was a smart man, I would have rehearsed how long it takes me to get through this game. And I would have planned out everything so that when the clock strikes midnight in the game, it's New Year's Eve in real life. Or midnight New Year's Day in real life. But I'm not a planning man. And I didn't want to wait till New Year's to stream this game. Happy New Year! He ain't got nothing to say. Well, whatever. Alright, so y'all remember the song to call the Giants? Oath to Order? Right down A. Down right up. It's a normal reaction to hearing a song. Here they come. The moon has stopped. So it is possible to call the Giants before you've rescued all 4 of them. And the ones you have rescued will show up. But unless all 4 are here, they fail to hold up the moon, and it's an instant game over. Remember, kids, it's okay to hit people if you're lonely. Oh. puppet that can no longer be used is mere garbage. And this puppet's role has just ended. So, it's a floating demon mask! He looks so stupid with that little bunny hat on. It's a demon mask that wishes to consume everything. Is starting to fall again. Not even the giants can hold it up. So we get sucked up into the moon, and we are in the moon. The timer for the world is gone, like the day timer is gone. And despite being inside the moon, we appear to just be in this weird grassy expanse, where the sun is in the sky, and a lone tree sits in the middle of this expanse. And then, underneath the tree, kids are playing. The kids are all wearing what looks like tattered rags, just basic white clothes. But curiously, they appear to all be the same child, and they're all wearing the Boss Remain masks. And one of the children, who is not playing, is wearing Majora's mask. We'll deal with Majora in a second. Nice weather, isn't it? Masks, you have a lot. Will you be a mask salesman? Then I'll play with you. So, give the masks to me. Give me some. So, the gist with these guys is they want all of your non-transformation masks. And since this is the end of the game, we really don't have any reason to hang on to them. So even though we just bought the all-night mask for 500, we're gonna be giving it to this kid here. There we go. Greedy little bastard, isn't he? Hide and seek he wants to play. So the moon has 4 of these little gauntlets that are completely optional. But if you complete them all by playing with the children and giving them all your masks, you are given quite a potent endgame reward. And why don't we use that Great Fairy Sword now that we have it? So it is quite large, as you can see. It's basically as tall, if not taller, than Link. Damn. Damn. Is it stronger than the Gilded Sword? I don't know. Didn't seem to do much against him. And so we can just hookshot up there to get up. Arrows for our troubles, because what else would they give us here? Money? What point? Iron Knuckle? There we go. Yeah, so the Fairy Sword does not mess around. It does do good damage against that Iron Knuckle, at least. Jump attacks, anyway. Alright, we got Bomb Chew. Which means... pain is what it means. Nah, a little too long. There we go. I don't know what happens if you run out of bomb chews in this room. I guess you just have to leave and come back. A piece of heart for our troubles. Yes. This is not a very, you know, mind-melting dungeon. Hey, dude. I want more masks. Yeah, here you go, dude. Your true face. What kind of face is it? I wonder, the face under the mask. Is that your true face? I wear no mask. No mask? No mask. Not so, yeah, they don't want the transformation masks. Not that. Put it away, he exclaimed. Kind of like a command. Like he abhors the transformation masks. But realistically, you just can't give the transformation masks away, or else you wouldn't be able to play the game. And in case you ever decide you don't want to do these little gauntlets, you can always just teleport out. Oh. Okay. The trick with this is to not touch the, well, I kind of had to there because my angle was off. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart. An animation that exists only in this area of this game. Is otherwise very strange. God damn it! You want your angle for this to be pretty tight. And it's a little hard to do without the notches in the control stick, or the N64. Whatever. It's hard to do without the N64 controller, due to maintaining your angle. This looks good. Ugh! This is the gauntlet that I struggle with the most, and I think most people struggle with this one the most, is the Goron rolling challenge here. There's one for Zora and one for Deku as well, as you might expect, and then the Stone Tower one is just a test of human link, which is to say it's a test of basic combat. Oh my god. That's faster than the warp panels. Okay, so far so good. Ugh! We might be here a while. God. That looks pretty good. We'll see here in a second. Okay, before I fall off, let's see. Okay, nice straightaway here. You can see a piece of heart off in the distance. Each of these gauntlets has a piece of heart in it. 4 gauntlets, 4 pieces of heart. It's the last heart container in the game. Oh, I see. I didn't really want to go all the way, but here we are. Yep, right back at the beginning. Alright, so you don't want to do a full loop, apparently. Oh my goodness. It doesn't help that the left analog stick on my controller as well I've replaced with a, I don't know if you can see it, but like a joystick feature, so my angle is even less consistent, unless I'm very, very good with my claw grip, which I'm typically not. At least we don't lose any hearts or anything like that for voiding out in this place. It's a mercy. So I don't know which one we need to get to. That's the one we need to get to. That one there. So... okay. We just need to get to that central aisle. Sure. Mulligan. I just noticed that the music was the Snowhead Temple music, too. Good grief. Okay, this looks good. Okay, and then we stop here. Grab this, run up this bridge. Don't accidentally step on the teleporter. And then it's a straight shot to the goal. Nice. Mask of Truth, haven't used once. Alright, we're almost out of primary masks. And as we give masks to these kids, they are kind of just disappearing. You can have the Moo Moo Mask kid, I don't need it no more. In case you haven't had your fill of Deku Flower platforming by this point in the game yet. Oh! And yet I still suck at it. That hurts. That hurts the weenie. Just get me away from that weird, like, ringing sound effect. Here we go. Oh my god, again! Look, man, I just want to get across. I don't mean no harm to nobody. There we go. Yeah, they don't give you a lot of time to get in there, like at all. Alright, we need one more piece of heart. Get a full heart container. You're kidding me, you can't make it across with that? Ugh. That's a cruel joke, my man. That is a cruel joke. Okay, we're safe now. Okay. Just the Zora mask trial left. And then the big man himself. Now this is a huge pain in the ass because you're really just guessing at which direction to take down these tubes. And if you guess wrong, you get to start over. Well, we guessed right to get the piece of art, by the way, which was quite fortunate for us. So, left, right. Nope. It really is just trial and error. You just gotta go down the different... Like, could you tell they were out of time? Ugh. There we go. There we go. That's the one. You found me! I want more masks. Here's the soul of my good friend, Captain Kita. The right thing. What is it? I wonder, if you do the right thing, does it really make everybody happy? Strange. So, now all the masks we have left are transformation masks. No more bunny hood, no more bomb mask. None of the good stuff. That's okay, because we don't need it. Because I got my trusty bow, my great fairy sword, my hook shot. What else could I possibly need? Yeah, everyone else has gone away, bud. It's just you. Yeah, sure. Well, let's do something else. Let's play good guys against bad guys. Let's play that. So there was indeed one final mask in the game, the Fierce Deity's Mask. And the villain of the game gives you this this ultimate mask himself, for reasons unknown. But if you manage to collect all the masks and you donate them to all the Moon Children, the final Moon Child, presumably Majora, gives you a brand new transformation mask. And you'll get to see what this thing does in due time. So it turns us into not only adult Link, but a demigod-like form of Link, complete with a double helix greatsword, and pupilless eyes and weird armor and... So the boss remains fly to the wall. There it is. Majora's Mask. So, this is going to be a pretty anticlimactic final fight because the Fierce Deity's Mask just trounces Majora. But if you don't have all the masks, or you don't do the gauntlets, you have to fight Majora's Mask here as normal Link. And it's quite mobile, and it does a good amount of damage. And there's 3 primary phases that we'll be going through. Now, it was like 2 jump attacks that just ruined that first phase. Fierce Deity does an enormous amount of damage. Watch how this guy moves. It's the most bizarre thing. I don't want to... Also, notice how, like, there's now, like, veiny muscle tissues, like, bulging out of the back of the mask. So this thing's clearly crazy. I really want it... There we go. It does the moonwalk. I just wanted to showcase that weird middle part. I don't really know what the devs were thinking, but I'm here for it. Third and final phase. Majora's Wrath. Now this is, if not for the Fierce Deity's Mask, this is a pretty intense final boss. There's a few command grabs, its whips can reach across the room. If you don't deal with the boss remain masks, they persist and throw projectiles at you. And you can see, if you give him any distance at all, he's pretty relentless. And that's game. That's Majora's Mask, everybody. We did it. Saved the day. By being the biggest asshole imaginable. Looming threat of the moon is gone, the day is saved. widescreen camera hack clips through the floor. It's the dawn of a new day. He's awake. So, like, what happened? Was I actually in the moon? Was any of that real? Who knows, man? You guys hadn't forgotten about me? So, yeah, Skull Kid was the friend of the four giants, and Tattle says as much when you find the drawing on the tree stump on your way into the swamp, and Tattle explains how they met Skull Kid, how he had been abandoned by his friends. So when the giants in their cutscenes, after you kill each temple's boss, they say things like, call us and forgive our friend. They're talking about Skull Kid. So the giants presumably are aware that he's not in control of his actions at all. That they know that he's being puppeted by the mask. And that would make sense if the mask is what sealed them away in the first place. I sure did, bucko. I thought they didn't want to be friends with me. But they hadn't forgotten about me. Friends are nice things to have. Could you be my friend? So thus confirming that, yeah, this is the same Skull Kid that you get the piece of heart for teaching Saria's song in Ocarina of Time. But he doesn't apparently remember us. And clearly it's been a few years since then, judging by, his size. So the evil has left the mask after all, so a happy mask salesman is here, and yeah, apparently the mask is now just a normal mask. No more demon. Well, now I finally have it back. Since I am in the midst of my travels, I must bid you farewell. He seems almost disappointed that the mask lost its magic. Shouldn't you be returning home as well? Whenever there is a meeting, a parting is sure to follow. However, that parting need not last forever. Whether a parting be forever or merely a short time, that is up to you. With that, please excuse me. Please understand. But my, you sure have managed to make quite a number of people happy. The masks you have are filled with happiness. So even though I gave all my masks to the Moon Children, I have them back. So I never actually gave them up. Again, further raising the question, did any of that actually happen? I mean, again, of course not, because it's a game, but, just go with it. Well, both of us have gotten what we were after, so this is where you and I part ways. Reminder that Tattle was only helping us so that she could rescue her brother there, Tail. It was kind of fun. Well, it's almost time for the carnival. Happy New Year, everybody. So why don't you just leave and go about your business? The rest of us have... Wow, she's a... You know what? Fair. Fair. Later. You know, I really forgot that I named him Lint. Like, it came up in a few text boxes here or there, but... Oh, there goes my headphones. So apparently Link stays to help out with the festivities. As you can see, he's playing in the band, or his aura form is. So yeah, all the transformation mask people that, you know, died and gave us their faces, they're still dead. There's no saving, no happy endings here. Cool that you can see Stone Tower from the Goron village. Yeah, those boats, they go every which way. Found that out the hard way. So, while we're watching the credits here, it's 10 p.m. at night, so I do think I'll call the stream after we get to the end of the credits here. But until then, we're just gonna hang out. I was kicking around the idea of just like throwing on Red Dead 2 and goofing around. But like I said, that's a game where like I'm silent for like maybe an hour at a time as I'm just disassociating. So I promised earlier that next up on the list is RE4 Remake. We'll do RE4 Remake. And then we'll probably do Metroid Prime 2 Echoes to familiarize myself with that game once more, and then in anticipation of randomizers later down the line. A few weeks we're talking. As far as my stream schedule will go, again, it's going to remain tentative at best until, well, until there's a situation in which I can do this for longer periods of time, which there's no expectation for that. So right now this is and will remain a casual thing that we do for fun. Live from Carcosa is intended to just be a hangout stream where if people don't have anything to do or they're bored late at night, they can just hang out and chat with me. Started this partially for my own sake, to give myself something to look forward to doing at night. So I had a lot of fun with this, so I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. And like I said, there's plenty of stuff in my Steam category, my Steam library, my backlog, that this is a good excuse. This stream is a good excuse for me to actually check off my lists and just revisit games I haven't played in a while. But yeah, RE4 Remake will be next. Might do that Friday night, like this coming Friday night. Same time, 7:30 in the after, 7:30 in the evening Eastern Standard. Everyone gathers for the wedding. I like how there's canonically aviators in the Zelda universe. Although, Sunglasses, certainly not the modern iterations we're familiar with, but sunglasses do exist in some capacity quite a ways back. They have their origins as blacksmiths' tools, help protect their eyes from the glows of their forges. And then it was later adopted, sunglasses were later adopted for casual use and given their contemporary name. Oh yeah, so everyone's happy except for the Deku Butler, who finds his dead son and just has to live with that. Happy ending. And our search for Navi the Fairy continues. But hey, at least we got a cool-ass sword and a cool-ass shield out of it. But the game ends right where it starts. Link walking through the woods, or riding through the woods, looking for Navi the Fairy. And we'll never actually find her. But Skull Kid draws us a memento on this tree stump. The end. Now, because this is an N64 game, I'm pretty sure it's just going to stay on this end screen here until the application closes. Yeah, alright. So, that was Majora's Mask, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. We'll be here again Friday night, 7:30 p.m. with Resident Evil 4 Remake. Whether or not we're going to do my New Game Plus 3 run or start a fresh save file, I haven't decided yet. Part of the fun in that game is just going through New Game Plus cycles with the entire weapons library, but the armory. But you are kind of unkillable by virtue of how much health you have, even on harder difficulty. So we'll probably do a fresh save. As fun as the gunplay is in that, it's probably more fun to do a fresh save. At least on camera here. Yeah, anyway. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all later. Have a good night, Merry Christmas, and see you at the end of the week.